Cloverbud Explorations, The World of Rabbits. This is an educational kit designed to assist you with teaching children ages 5 to 7 about rabbits. Included in this kit is a book designed for youth in this age range called Caring for Your Rabbit. There are a number of experiential activities included with this kit. Hands-on experiential activities designed to stimulate the child's mind and investigative abilities. Also included is a craft activity that can also be used as a self-assessment tool. A list of materials is included in the kit that you will need. They are included for your use. You are only asked to replenish the disposables when you return it. Again, step-by-step instructions for each activity are included. Youth in this age range are not eligible for placing ribbons at a 4-H event. However, they are eligible for participation ribbons, so we do encourage that participation. One of the items that's touched on in this kit is developing a safe environment for a child's pet. In this case, we're talking specifically about rabbits. And we're also talking about how to keep themselves safe from their pets. And in this area, we're exploring zoonotic diseases.
What about before you pet your animals? Do you think we should wash our hands to protect our animals? Especially if we've been touching other animals. Like if you go, say you go to the fair and you're petting some calves, and then you go home and you've got your own calves to take care of. It's really important that you wash your hands, because maybe those calves at the fair had germs that might infect your calves. So you want to wash your hands. You might even think about changing your clothes, washing your shoes, so you don't bring anything home from another farm or another place where there are animals. If you're at your friend's house and you're petting their rabbit, or you're holding their chickens, you want to wash your hands to protect yourself after you do that, but you also want to wash your hands and clean up before you go home and pet and touch your own animals, just so that you don't accidentally bring something home. And I don't want you to be afraid to touch animals. You know, I touch animals, I handle animals every day. I'm sure all of you do too, because you have them at home. There's no reason to be afraid to do that. But you do want to take some precautions so that you don't get yourself sick, or members of your family sick, or your own animals sick. And hand washing is the #1, most important, easiest thing that you can do. You can never wash your hands enough. I probably shouldn't say that, because you could. If you ever think maybe I should wash your hands, just go ahead and do it. So what I'm going to do is have you guys come over here, and I have Henry the Hand here, and Henry the Hand is here to tell you about 4 principles of hand washing. Come on over. Come behind here with me. Okay. Because Henry's 4 principles of hand washing are written on this box. And you guys are probably just learning how to read, so I'm going to read this to you. But we've got, most of these are things that you already mentioned. We've got wash your hands when they're dirty and before eating. Okay, so if you touch something like animals, then they might not look dirty, but you know they might have picked up some germs you can't see. So you wash your hands. And of course before you eat. And of course after you go potty, because you might have got some germs on your hands that you can't see. What's #2? It says do not cough into your hands. What happens if I cough into my hands? Uh-oh. And then I go to shake your hand. Yeah, good. I might have germs in my mouth that I coughed onto my hands, and now I'm touching them on you. You might get them on your hands. And we don't want to spread germs that way. Same thing with sneezing. Where should we cough and sneeze instead of our hands? elbow. Because you're not going to eat with your elbow, right? You're not going to shake hands. You're not going to shake elbows with somebody else. So if you cough or sneeze into your elbows, your hands are still clean, right? You're safe. Right? So that's number 2, and number 3, coughing and sneezing. He's a puppet. He's a puppet. Yeah. This is Henry. And the 4th thing Henry says is, above all, do not put your fingers into your eyes, nose, or mouth. We call this the T-zone. Your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Why do you think that is? Why don't you want to put your fingers there?
One of the reasons for the development of this kit was, again, to develop a tool that could be used to introduce animal science to our youngest 4-H members. Also included in the kit is a handout. Again, this is another form of assessment or evaluation. The final activity for this particular kit is a what's in the bag activity. Again, this is an experiential learning activity used as a formal assessment tool to see how much information the youth have retained during the period of the workshop. Included is an audience poll survey, which is what we use for youth in this age range. The facilitator is asked to leave the room, and another adult will administer the evaluation, asking the youth to raise their hands to indicate their answers to these questions. For more information on using these animal science kits, please contact Angel Granger, Jackson County 4-H Extension Agent, at 850-482-9620, or via email at amgranger@ufl.edu.